皆さん、こんにちは。弊社 CEO が長年の経験をもとにテーマをピックアップし、鋭い視点で解説する CEO インサイト。今回は Web 会議で気になってしまうシチュエーションと、その改善方法についてお話しいたします。
Welcome to CEO Insights. This episode, I want to talk about video conferencing, some of my pet peeves, some of my tips, perhaps. We'll see. Obviously, video conferencing has become the norm ever since COVID, which one of the good things that came out of COVID, and it's now become the standard. I don't know what happened to dial-in numbers, but they went the way of the fax, I guess. So going down the list, let me start with the first one, the background. I don't know why people don't spend 20 minutes preparing a professional looking background. Like the one you see on this screen where our logo and it's got a color, it took 5 minutes to do. Or at a minimum, have a fuzzy background or something. The other part of backgrounds is lighting. I don't know how many video conferences I've been on where you can barely see the person's face or they're in the shadows because they didn't fix or think about the lighting. You can buy a cheap desk lamp for 20 bucks or less and have it, for video conferences only. Makes a huge difference. Next item. I've lost count of how many meetings I've been on where there's 5, 6, 7 people from the other party, and half or more of them have a little circle with their initial in it. You don't see their face. What's the point of a video conference if you can't see the people? I mean, that's, you wouldn't go to a physical meeting and just put a sign up and record it. So let's see your face. I mean, the other part of that is not only the circle with the initial, but even when you do see your face, change your setting to get their full name. I don't know what JC or KL or any of that, because if it's a first time meeting, I don't know who these people are. So at least put your name on it, or worst case, go around and make introductions at the beginning of the meeting so you know who's on the call. Lack of focus due to obvious multitasking. I've seen, many instances, I'm sure you have too, because we've all been on numerous video calls by now, where there's somebody on the call, they're obviously not paying attention. In fact, if it's got a circle with initials and the mute, I don't even know if they're there, because oftentimes they don't say anything. It's sort of like, why bother to attend? What was your point of even going to the meeting? Next item. I like dogs, but not on a video call. Barking, other background noises. I know it's tough. We've got kids and you're trying to work from home, uh, you know, but it's really distracting. You wouldn't take your dog to a meeting. So consider video meetings like almost in person. Last but not least, it's the fumbling around. I don't know how many I've been on where they can't figure out how to do the screen sharing or they just don't know some of the functions of how the system works. It doesn't take that much long. I mean, here I am, sort of an old dude, and I know how to do all that stuff. I spent an hour at the beginning of this figuring these things, not this video call, figuring out how to do the different functions. What are those little things at the bottom? What do they do? You know, can you use chat? Why not? Sharing, change your name. That's pretty easy to do. The list goes on. In any event, video meetings are like dress for success anymore. Consider them like that's your image. That's who people will view you as. So spend a little bit of time and do it right. Thanks for watching.